You've been portrayed as a person with a different background, from Chippendale dancer to multimillionaire. Is that who you are?
Larry, I grew up in a small town, rural area, Sylvan Hills, north of North Little Rock, and I grew up blue collar. I grew up working hard, tough jobs. I used to lift railroad ties out of boxcars at tie plant in Rose City. When I was working my way through college at Fayetteville, I would work at the chicken plants, catching the chickens at night to load them in the boxes. I've had a lot of tough jobs. I also cleaned out theaters. And I did have that job for a while, very short time, and it was when I was in Little Rock, and I've always been an athlete, and I was actually buying cows from a farm. I had like 17 acres in a little place called Billy Goat Hill, which is in North Pulaski County. And I was trying to make my way in life, and I'm a professional engineer. I worked my way through college. I became a registered professional engineer, and I've lived the American dream because I was a guy that when I got ready to start my first business, I went to most all the bankers in Central Arkansas, and it wasn't maybe, it was just no. I could not borrow money because I didn't come from a family of any political influence or monetary background. I am that guy that came from nothing. And I remortgaged my home, bought a used Suburban, and began to build a business. In the first 2 years, I couldn't afford the equipment, and I mainly relined sewer pipelines. And if you could reline a sewer pipeline, it's full of sewage, and the only way to get the sewage out is vacuum it out with a big vacuum truck. Well, I couldn't release that truck or buy that truck, so I used a used boat trailer from my father, where we put plywood on the bottom and sides and visqueen, and we literally bucketed the sewage out of the sewers with a 5-gallon paint bucket on a ski rope with an ice scoop in my hand. That's where I started. And the people of Arkansas need to understand that if they can work hard, they're willing to put in the hours, they can become successful too. And I want others people to live that dream. So portraying myself any way other than that is wrong. And I am that guy that's lived the Arkansas dream, and I want to dedicate my life to public service and help people get good jobs, get themselves educated, and develop a trained, skilled workforce, because I work those jobs. I know how to braze and weld, and I know about circuits and electricity, and it's because my father taught me those skills, and those are some of the basic skills that I used to build that first business when capital was not available to me. Now, I did go on and build a great business. I started in 1991. In 1993, I got an SBA loan, and in 1998, I was fortunate. I was able to sell my company to a publicly traded business and operate in many states. I was in 27 states and had many employees, and I've worked hard. I know what it is to start a business, build a business, keep a business running, and also how to bring businesses to the state. I've done that for many, many years, and it's very important. People are still struggling. That's what they tell me around the state. We've got to get back to the basics. And the difference between me and Tim Griffin is a 20-year career politician in Washington, D.C. versus a small business guy who's been here his whole adult life building jobs.